Shalom to the elect. Got to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And Shalom to the Agua who are listening and learning. Coming at you with another lesson, Lord, will it be edifying. This is all of you shall die grievous deaths. Every one of you 2/3, you're gonna die grievous deaths. When we're out there on the highways and byways, man, we come across some wicked people. Okay, wicked. They have no care of the Lord and His laws and His statutes, man. His judgments, which is not following His laws. They don't care, man. They are completely wicked, man. And they all will die of grievous deaths. Grievous deaths, they all shall die. It ain't gonna be no dying in your sleep. You're gonna die grievous deaths because you are wicked. Wicked, man. We are living in a wicked society. People have no cares, man. All they care about is lovers of self, lovers of money, and lovers of pleasure and lusting after the cares of the world. They have no concerns of following Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. They have no care. They just living as if it's just no laws, man. They living lawless. Okay? They living lawless, man. No cares, man. They don't care what's about to happen, man. And they are going to be destroyed. Just as the people were destroyed in the flood in Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? These peoples in Nineveh, these people don't care, man. The Lord say these scriptures were written a time ago for our learning, man. And people don't give, I almost use profane. They don't care, man. They don't care about dying of grievous deaths, famine, diseases, okay? Being thrown in concentration camps. These females, man, they out there back and forth walking past us on camp night or camp day, butt naked with nothing on, man. Okay, when it be rapists out here, man, and they be getting raped, it's gonna be serious, man. They walking around with no clothes on. You got these men walking around with no care in the world. They following after Egyptology and Roman Catholicism and Christianity and YOLO, you only live once doctrine. They're gonna die grievous deaths, man. Okay? This is Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of Yahweh that is set before them. For Yahweh hath given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment, man. But they don't care. The 2/3 does not care, man. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, to Yahweh, but spake against him and imagined vain things, man, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that He is not, and knew not His ways. This is what they saying. He is not. He ain't real. He doesn't exist. This is what people say, man. And they are going to be jacked up for that, man. If you don't believe in the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, you are a fool, man. Psalms 14 and 1. The fool said in his heart, there is no God. And that's how they believe, man. Even the ones in these churches, they don't believe in Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai, man? Okay? They believe in a white porcelain god, man. Okay? A red, pink skinned demon, man. They don't believe in the Most High. They don't. Because if they did, they would really try to search out his ways, man. We supposed to be doing diligent searches to seek out the truth of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. But they're not doing it. It say, read this again, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not. They don't believe the Most High, man. And knew not his ways. He tell you when Jeremiah 6:16, stand ye in the way and walk therein, and you shall find rest for your souls. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants. In his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. This is what they do, man. Wickedness. And it pisses you off, man. Okay? It pisses you off to see our people this stupid, man. Ignorant. Okay? Not knowing nothing, man. Believing in vain worshiping, man. Christianity, Roman Catholicism, Egyptology. Oh, they believe in science. Okay? Wickedness, man. The Lord said he created the wisdom of this world foolish, man. So they think they're really wise, but they're really foolish, man. He have given them over to Satan, man. That's why I tell you in 2 Corinthians 4:3, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, because the God of this world have blinded them. Who's the God of this world? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The physical seeds of Satan, man. Blinded them with what? The lust of this world, having pride, okay? Roman Catholicism, Christianity, science, Egyptology, all that other madness, man. They have nothing to do with getting salvation, man. Now this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 21, and it reads, such things they did imagine, and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Okay? It said their own wickedness have blinded them, man. Their own wickedness blinded them. Okay? Verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it, man. So if you want to keep doing wickedness, you're going to find death, man. And you ain't going to like what you're going to get, man. You ain't going to like it. So, this is, 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 56. And it reads, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. They don't think about what's coming, man. Everybody just enjoying life. Why? Because the pastor tell you, hey man, you can be whatever you want to be. Homosexual, transgender, lesbian, bisexual. You can be an adulterer. You can be a murderer. You can do drugs. It don't matter what you do. You can eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all the shellfish. Okay? The Lord still loves you, man. Come as you are. You think you're going to be able to do all that? And soon as our Heavenly Father sent his son Yahweh back, and you still doing that wickedness, you think you really going to be saved on this side, man? You is not going to be saved, man. If you was going to be saved through all that wickedness that people do, why would the Lord say this? For while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Listen, man. You're going to die, man, a grievous death. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come. This is what Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua say. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. What's the house of God? Israel, man. Yahshua Allah, man. Okay? It shall begin at the 12 tribes of Israel first. And if it first begin at us, who's us, man? The 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Hispanics, and you so-called Native Americans. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where should the ungodly and the sinners appear? In grievous deaths, man. In grievous deaths, man. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. He said all of them. What's the count of the sinners of the Lord? Let's read it. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it reads, And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a third shall be left therein. Only 1/3 gonna get saved, man. 2/3 is 66.6%. 1/3 is only 33%, man. 66.6% of Israel is going to die by grievous deaths. Let's get it. This is Jeremiah chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning their mothers. For concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land, they shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, which is the birds, and the beasts of the field, which is all type of animals, man. Okay, bears, wolves, whatever out there in the field, all the beasts of the field, man. Okay. Verse 11. Then said thou, say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And it say, this is the point, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after his imagination of his evil heart, that he may not hearken unto me. Okay? He said, we have done worse than our fathers, man. Now, when you go back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 22, it say, nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things. What did it just say right here in Jeremiah? Same thing, man. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after his imagination ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. So you do what you want to do, man. You follow your imagination, man. Okay? The Lord said the heart is wicked, man. The heart is deceitfully wicked. Okay? And you want to keep following the ways of who? Your slave masters. What they doing. Tell you in Jeremiah 5:28 that our people, Israel, have surpassed the deeds of the wicked, man. This is Ecclesiasticus, also Sirach. It reads, this is Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 28. Start at verse 26. The principal thing for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, mean wine, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for the good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turning to evil, because you ain't going to have none of these. You wicked 2/3. None of these things you ain't going to have. There'll be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So the Lord have those angels, man, them death angels, to slay you, man. That's in Ezekiel 9, starting at verse 4 down to 7, man. Okay? In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction, man. Okay? Reading again, he said that be spirits that are created for vengeance. What spirits, man? The Lord put a spirit in wild beasts. Okay? First and foremost, is angels, man. Let's prove that. This is Psalms chapter 78 and verse 49. And it reads, he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. Okay? This is what Yahweh do, man. He sent evil angels among you. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilences, man. Listen, man, the same thing that he did in Egypt, man, he's finna do it again. Let's prove that. Hey, man, you people don't wake up, man, you're gonna die grievous deaths, man. And I'm just sitting up, man, this spirit's on me to do this, man, because I'm just, my spirit is just all messed up, man. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. This time about spiritual Egypt. Okay? This is way down in the middle of the Bible. Okay? This is not a beginning in Exodus when we came out of Egypt, man. This is way down in the middle of the Bible. So this is talking about New Egypt, spiritual Egypt, which is North America, which is also Babylon, which is also Sodom and Gomorrah, which is also the Rome revived. This is verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, talking about the elect, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Now, how's he going to smite the same Egypt twice? The first Egypt, he destroyed them. So this can't be talking about hitting Egypt all over again, the same place. He's talking about here, North America, man. When you read Revelation 11:8, tell you this is spiritually Egypt. Read this again. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, the elect, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Okay? Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Hey, and it's talking about all you two-thirds and all the heathens. But I'm getting on you wicked two-thirds, man. Hey, this is edification for the elect, man. But I'm just, my spirit is thrown off, man, because these all night, man. You got these wicked people come back to camp, man. Women butt naked with no clothes on. It's gonna be a horrible day when they out here getting raped, man. So this is Jeremiah chapter 19, verse 7, and it reads, "And I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of them that seek their lives. And their carcasses will I give to be meat for the fowls of heaven," which is the birds, which I just read in another scripture, "and for the beasts of the earth," which I just read in another scripture. "And I will make this city desolate," North America, which he is, with them ICBMs, man, them intercontinental ballistic missiles, and the chariots. And hissing, every one that passeth thereby shall be astonished and hiss because of all the plagues thereof. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, because cannibalism coming back, man. He says it's going to be a famine, okay? "And they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness, wherewith their enemies and they that seek their lives shall straiten them." Okay? Verse 15, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, Behold, I will bring upon this city and upon all her towns," talking about North America towns, "all the evil that I have pronounced against it, because they have hardened their necks, that they might not hear my words." Okay? And you peoples is not listening to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. The prophets out there, man. The Lord say in Amos 3 and 7, "Sure the Lord do nothing, but he revealeth his secret to the prophets." And they've been out there prophesying to you, man, for the longest of time. Okay? Yet at this day, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, going straight to the point. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." And we've been doing that, man. We do that week in and week out, man. Giving you warning. Is you taking heed? No, man. You're not. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and call them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." That's why he said he made our forehead hard, like he told Ezekiel. Okay? "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," man. "Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth," man. And what's the most wickedest thing that's polluted the whole earth? LGBT, man. Lesbians, homosexuals, transgenders, and bisexuals, man. Okay? On top of adultery and murder and drugs. Okay? "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Okay? This is verse 10. I just read that. I just read that about he will smite Egypt again with plagues. Okay? Listen, man. This thing is serious, man. This ain't no joke, man. Now going back to Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 19. And it reads, "For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation." Okay? Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 10. "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me." Okay? Whether you an athlete player, movie actor, or you just uh, you getting your social security disability, okay, you getting your food, your government assistance, and you getting the benefits from the Esau Edom so-called white man, and you have not known the Lord, man. Because the Lord say, you go down to Egypt, you trust in Egypt counsel, but not in his counsel. You believe in what Esau Edom tell you. Come vote, be a part of the system. We'll help you out. We're gonna make sure you straight. You trust in the benefits of North America. So this is what the Lord is saying right here. "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me." Okay? "And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it." This is what you do. "The same must know it after death by pain." And the Lord saying, "Therefore be not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created." We weren't supposed to be concerned about you wicked. How you gonna die and when? I just read it. But I just did this lesson because it was bothering me to see. I mean, it's the same thing every week, every day, year round, wickedness on top of wickedness. But it just still good edification, man. Because you got newcomers coming to the truth every day, and they're trying to understand why and what and what's going on. This is why, man. Okay, now we know we went off and broke the laws of the Lord. So we got to go through what we got to go through. But the Lord said those that seek him, that seek his face and come back, he changes things for those people, man. For those men. Okay? And then a few women that come into the truth. Or that seeking righteousness. But you 2/3, you will be destroyed, man. The Lord is going to jack you up, man. This second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 48. "Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions to my North America." The her to my North America. "Therefore, saith Yahweh, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death." Now this time about North America and everything that's wicked in it, man. Gonna be destroyed. Poverty, widowhood, pestilence, plagues, death, man. Everything that got to do with this place. And who's mostly here, man? It's us, man, our people. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Hispanics, and you so-called Native Americans. You're gonna die grievous deaths, man. The title of this lesson, you will die a grievous death. And the Lord saying this, man. This ain't our words. This is what the Lord saying. You will die grievous deaths, man. Whether you believe it or not. All your men, young men, they shall all be destroyed, man. Wiped away. Why? Because you don't want to listen to Yahweh while Yahweh shot. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. And it reads, Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 19. Through the wrath of the Lord Yahweh of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as fuel of the fire. That means your bodies is gonna be just to make more fire, man, like a big bonfire. Okay? Read this again. Through the wrath of the Lord, because the Lord is pissed off, man. That's why He sent His Son Yahushua back to wreak havoc on you devils, man. You wicked 2/3 and all the heathen nations, man. Through the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua of hosts, is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm, man. Okay? This prophecy happened in the ancient time, and it's going to happen now in our time, man. These prophecies is coming to pass again. Cause that which was, it shall be, man. And there's nothing new under the sun. Going back to Jeremiah, because the Lord say, like I read to you, chief of wild beasts, that be spirits created for vengeance. In Sirach 39 and 28, teeth of wild beasts. It's the same thing as say, man, in Jeremiah 15. Read verse 2, it says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then they shall tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for famine to the famine. Meaning you're going to eat your own flesh, man, your own kids, like I read to you. And such as for the captivity to the captivity. And that's those concentration camps. And that's going on right now, man. You see Trump throwing all these northern kingdom, these Mexicans and other tribes in these camps, man, separating the kids from their parents, man. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and dogs to tear, and fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Okay? Almost every scripture I read to you, man, the Lord talking about famine and death and destruction and plagues and diseases, man. And the sword, which is the modern day weapons of Esau, Edom, so-called white man, which is his blessing, is the sword, man. Okay, Isaac told him that he shall live by the sword, man. And how do he take over? He killed, rape, rob, murder, and pillage, man. And you people out there playing game, one about going to the club and all this manner of wickedness and following all these doctrines that has nothing to do with Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And you're going to pay for it by a grievous death, man. Okay? Just a few precepts I want to bring out, man, because our people are destroyed, man. They are gone. They're done, man. Jake is bugged out of their mind, man. Okay? And they ain't coming back. And this is the last precept I'm going to get. This is Isaiah. The Spirit just hit me to bring this out. This is Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9. And it reads, this is what the Lord doing. I'm going to start at verse 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go forth, and who will go for us? This is what the Lord asked the angels. Then said I, here am I, send me. This is what the angel told the Lord, here am I, send me. And he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat. This is what the Lord telling the angels to do. Blind you, so you can't see us. Close your ears so you can't hear the truth. Make the heart of this people fat, meaning your mind, and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Now this is what Isaiah said after the Lord told the angel to do that. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. Okay? And the land be utterly desolate. Isaiah said, how long? Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted with fire, from them intercontinental ballistic missiles, famine, rape riots, martial law, uproars of the people, concentration camps, the chariots burning this place up as well, and the land be utterly desolate. So these 2/3 is going to be bugged out and don't get the understanding until they are totally destroyed, man. Okay? That's what the Lord told Isaiah, man. This is going to go on until he come back and destroy the earth, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. I gotta read this. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. How he blinded them? TV shows, all this different shows, these different movies, okay? Roman Catholicism, Christianity, Egyptology, Islam. They got a whole list of religions to keep these Jakes bugged out of their mind. And if you ain't about religion, they got all these TV shows for you, man. Okay? They got different things for you to do, man. Because 2/3 care about the lust of the world, man. Everything that's in the world. So the Lord got this all set up because he don't care for you 2/3, man. Okay? So you're going to die these grievous deaths. Because this is the plan of the Lord, man. Like me and the brother was saying at camp. The Lord got us out there to condemn you demons, man. Okay? Because the Lord say his people hear his voice, man, and they follow him. So really, all the brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, to my great millstone, and other camps that's teaching 100% truth, they out there to condemn you, man. You are being condemned. You're walking past the camp, looking at the 12 tribe chart, you are being marked and don't even know it. You're being marked. And you're going to die grievous deaths because you're not inquiring of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. That's why he said he's going to laugh at you when your fear cometh. He's going to laugh at you. He's going to mark at you when your fear cometh, man. Tell you in Psalm 2 and 4 that he that sits in the heaven laughs at you, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read that. I'm going to close out on this. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 4. And it reads, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Who is them? He says he's going to start at the house of Israel first. So he's going to have you in derision, man. You 2/3 Jakes. We know the heathens going to get destroyed. I'm not talking about them. I don't care about the heathens. This is talking about the nation of Israel, man. Now we know everybody can't. Only 1/3 going to get it, man. But you 2/3, you still must be condemned on top of being condemned on top of being condemned, man. So with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and the sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing his truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwaf who are listening and learning. Shalom.